Hello guys, welcome back to the channel, bringing you a Necromancer PvP healer build. This is a very good team-based healer for, say you want to help your guild in Cyrodiil, help your guild in BGs, and you want to keep them alive. This build will definitely do that, as well as you can definitely kill people with your ultimate, within your ultimate, very easily. So let's get right into the build. We are a Breton Necromancer. Get into up here, show you what we're rocking. This is going to be in Cyrodiil, so we do have the Battle Spirit buff. We have 27k mag, 24k health, 12k stam. Pop a potion as well. We are running potions for our spell damage buff. If we popped a potion, we are at 1600 spell damage with 20% spell crit. Last time reward. 25k spell resistance, 22k physical resistance, so we're very tanky on this build. Reason being, we are in heavy armor, 5-piece heavy, 2-piece light. We have Chuden's shoulders to give us extra resistances, as well as we have Symphony of Blades for the healing done percentage. We are rocking the Ritual Mundus Stone for healing done percentage. We're getting 11% healing done percentage of that because we have in pen on, I think, 5 pieces of gear. Yes, 5 pieces in pen, rest divines. To be honest, we should have 6 pieces in pen, 2 divines probably, just to get a little bit more in pen there. You would put impen into CP as well, so you could do that and like play around that if you don't want to have as many impen on gear. But we'll get to CP at the end of the video. So yeah, we are in 5-piece heavy. Reason being is because we get a lot of resources from our resto heavy attack. And moving on to that, I'll just go over to the heavy armor passives. We also get an increased healing received by 8%. This is going to be huge because we have healing done by 11%. Our sets give us healing done with that there, our one piece from Symphony. And we actually have Naga Shaman Caress. This is crafted in Murkmire. Very easy to get crafted. You only need 2 traits. It is in Murkmire, guys. I'll show you on the map real quick. I found this the other day and I was like, this is very good for Necromancer. Healing taken, healing done. So more healing done, more healing taken is what our build is kind of built around. Max mag, and when you cast a damage shield ability, you gain minor mending and minor vitality, increasing your healing done and healing received by 8% for 6 seconds. So you see that blue effect? That is the minor mending and the increased healing received as well. So you put a healing ward, you want to keep that up as much as possible. Very, very good. That is on the Naga pieces. It's all heavy, and one ring is Naga as well. Our enchants are a little bit different. We have health. I kind of spread our enchants kind of weirdly. We have health on helmet, mag on shoulders, mag on gloves, health on pants, tri-stat on chest, tri-stat on belt, and max mag on boots. Reason being I have so few tri-stats, I have it spread thin, is because I wanted high health. And I wanted a nice stam pool because we would need to be able to block. We need to be able to break free. I hate not being able to break free. It makes me so mad. So I just like having more stam to be able to do that. Going on to the jewelry, we have Seducers is our other set, guys. So we're still running Seducers here to give our sustained big recovery reduced of 8% reduced on all your mag spells. So it's just big heals. We have hexproof on our bar, so whilst a lot of the cost of your abilities are reduced by 3%, this stacks with us being a Breton. So we just get huge reduction in just spell costs. Reduces the magical cost of your abilities by 7% for being a Breton. 7%, 3%, and I already forgot where this other percent was coming from, but this percent is just coming from all over the place. Seducers. So we're getting reduced costs from everywhere. which is very good. Our spell is literally like it's very cheap to cast. To cast like Intensive Mender, it's around 1k magicka, so it's very easy to keep that up. Let's go to the traits in the gear. Sorry. I'll just say the food real quick. We are running tri-stat food to give us the pools in stam what we need. Extra health, extra mag. You could run double Bloody Marrow, but I do think this is better, the tri-stat food. Traits on the jewelry. I don't know why the quick slot keeps opening. Traits on the jewelry is arcane across everything. We could slot one protective, but our resistances are pretty high already, so I just kept it arcane because I wanted a much magicka. Our magicka isn't the highest. I would like 30k. I could play around with enchants to make that happen, but I think we would suffer a little bit. Seducer Resto Staff on our healing bar. So our front healing bar has Resto Staff with Powered and Absorb Magicka Enchant. And our back bar, our damage bar, Zappy has a Lightning Staff with the Shock Enchant charged. You could switch this to a Frost Staff. Totally up to you, your preference. This would give you a little bit more damage on Blast Bones. The Ice Staff would give you more resistances, and it absorbs shield when you cast a heavy attack. So it's totally up to you, and you could actually switch out the Drain for the stun, either the Shock Stun or the Frost Clench. But I'm running this Drain here to get more ultimate, because more ultimate is awesome. Necromancers build ultimate very quickly. Yes, so we have, and the jewelry is enchanted with Mag Recovery, and this is enchanted with a Shock Enchant, the Lightning Staff. If you switch it to a Frost Staff, just switch it to a Frost Enchant, keep it charged so it procs a lot, and you'll be helping your group, doing nice damage as well. Moving on, we will go to the skills. Get into the skills. We'll start with the healing bar here. The Resto Staff bar, we have Braided Tether. While slotted, your healing done is increased by 3%. You need a body to use this. This goes hand in hand with this morph of the Mender, because this lasts half as long, but it heals for double the amount. So it, as you guys can see, it lasts for 7 seconds. It will wear out very quickly, and you'll be able to use your tether. As well as we have Blast Bones for more corpses. This is very good. You want to make sure this is up at all times. Very strong heal for your group. It heals another target, friendly target around you. That is Braided Tether. That is in the Living Death, very bottom of the tree. You want to morph it, Restoring Tether to Braided Tether. And our second skill is Renewing Undeath. This is the third skill in the Living Death. Life and Death morph. We morphed it to Renewing Undeath. This is the effect that purges, so it removes up to 3 negative effects. And it puts a hot in the ground when there's a corpse there. I will show you what it looks like here. And with all the bleeds going on, with all the dots going on in this meta right now, you just want as much purges as possible. And this purges your group, I'm pretty sure, as well. And who doesn't want to have that cool effect on the ground? It heals you over time, so you want to use that to cleanse your group, to keep your group up. In Domination, it's wonderful. And you just spam, you can spam it. It's your spammable heal. You don't really want to spam this because it's not AoE. It's like your Breath of Life, but it's your single target heal. This is your AoE spam. And it gets rid of purges as well. Being in heavy armor, we do rely on heavy attacks, but when we heavy attack on the Resto Staff, it goes hand in hand with our set here. Because when we heavy attack, I'm missing a few passives. Mind me there. I've just got to finish leveling it up. And this ultimate, I would probably put the Resto Staff ultimate there if I had it. Just note that. I'll mention that when we get there. So fully charged heavy attacks restore 30% more magicka. With the heavy armor bonus, that is upped as well. So you get huge amounts of mag back from one heavy attack, and you get the major mending for 3 seconds after you heavy attack. So major mending plus your minor mending from here, you get bonus healing out the yin yang, dude. It's awesome. You get crazy heals. So I'm so glad I found this Naga set crafted in Murkmire. It's very good. So you get major mending, minor mending with the setup. Moving on to the third skill, we have Hex Proof. This is our self-purge. We can purge ourselves, and we have this slotted because it reduces the cost of our heals by 3% on this bar. All abilities. So could even affect ultimates, but I don't think it does. This removes, we morphed it to the one that removes 4 effects. I was running the other one that restores stats when you purge, but it only gets rid of 2. To be honest, you get like 10 bleeds on you nowadays, and you really need the hexproof to be able to get all 4 off, or else you're going to kill yourself trying to purge all of them. I noticed that. The sustain's nice, but you really do, with all the damn bleeds, poisons, you need to hexproof to get them off. That is in the Living Death skill line. Second skill you get, Expunge, Morph to Hexproof. Moving on, we have Healing Ward. This is the Resto Staff bar. This is what procs our set bonus, so very important you have this here. And this is a very long range heal, so if someone's out of range, you can get them with this. Very good heal, and it's an execute. If someone's in execute range, the shield strength is increased up to 300%, to lower their health. When it expires, it heals them. That is the morph we took, because we just want to heal them when the shield expires. Why not? We don't really need to worry about ourselves most of the time because we're very tanky. Resistant Flesh is our spammable main single target heal here. First heal in here, we morphed it to the effect that grants the target spell and physical resistance equal for the amount healed. Very good. We can probably reach resistance cap if we are like hitting a very hard amount with this. You could get at least, if you hit 10k, you get 5k resistances to that target. Very good. But you gotta be careful, it applies Midra Defile. But we have Hexproof, so you can get it off. So you can get that Defile off very quickly. What I would probably do is open with the shield to get the major vitality or minor vitality, and then you would do that. Just get your debuff off. Kind of rotate that off like that. As you see, you can get negative effects off you and your group very easy with the AoE heal as well. Moving on to the ultimate, this is where if you don't have Resto Ultimate, because it does take level 50 Resto Staff to get the Pancreas, you would just slot reanimation here. I took the Animate Blast Bones. I was playing around with the other one, but I wanted to try Blast Bones. Either morph is fine. This one does damage, the other one restores you resources, but I think this one would be pretty cool to get 3 Blast Bones out there. But basically, yeah, you just run Reanimate until you do get Resto Staff ult. When you do get Resto Staff ult, I would morph it to the one that provides all the like spells. Like it shoots out all these spells. It shoots out Regeneration, Combat, Prayer, and Healing Word. That is a very good oh crap button. And we build up ultimate very quickly. Being a Necromancer with Drain, so we would get these out very easily. And that is Reanimate and Resto ult. To be honest, when you reanimate someone in PvP, they usually die right away again. I noticed that, but that's why I switched it over to Animate Blast Bones, because if I try res someone, at least I'm doing some damage instead of them just dying again. Because like, say they come up, they're just like already half health for some reason. I don't know why they don't come full health, and then someone just dots them up and executes them real quick. That's what I noticed. So Resto ulti would be very, very strong here. Very strong. Moving on to Lightning Staff bar. We have our Summoner's Armor, our Major Resolve, Major Ward, and that is in the Bone Tyrant tree. This, while active, reduces the cost of Blast Bones and our Mage and Spirit Mender. We do have our Spirit Mender that is going to be used a lot more because it is the morph that is the one that just uses cuts down the time that it is out, but increases the healing done. So that is Summoner's Armor. You want to take that to the Bone Armor, morph to Summoner's Armor, so you get reduced costs. Intensive Mender is the next skill. This is in Living Death. You would take Spirit Mender, morph it to Intensive Mender. This is the conjure a ghostly spirit to do your bidding and stay by your side for 8 seconds. The spirit heals you or your lowest ally around you every 2 seconds, restoring 4,500 health. So this is the other morph is good as well, but this does provide more heals and more bodies. So that's why I did take that. Because if you can't get your tether off, that's a huge part of your heals. So we would always want that tether to be able to be off. Moving here to Agony Totem. This is optional here. You could switch that out for something else if you're not a fan of the totem. So you could put Necromantic Potency, get more ultimate, while slide you get reduced damage. But this gives you 8% damage reduction. And it provides that synergy for your group and at the fear. So that's why I like it. It gives 3 things instead of getting like 2 from that. Personally, I like the Agony Totem because it does suit the build, the Witchdoctor here. Moving on here, we have Blast Bones. This is going to be our only really damage ability besides the Drain and our ultimate. We'll get into that later, but Blast Bones gives our AoE splash damage, and it also, the longer it spends chasing, the more damage it does. So you want to use this from far away if possible, and it does put bodies on the ground. So it is awesome. Say if your group's chasing someone, put one of those on, then you would just be able to braid tether that Blast Bones right away. Moving on, we have Invigorating Drain. This is our stun. This is where you could switch it for the, say if you want a Frost Staff here, because this is Lightning Staff, you could put the Frost Clench, or you could put the Destructive Staff Frost Stun, Shock Clench. Or sorry, not Frost Stun, Shock Stun. I like this one because it gives more ultimate and it heals you while you are doing it, and I think getting more ultimate is best because when we do have Restawalt, we'll be able to get crazy amounts of those out. It's going to be really good. And that is a vampire skill, guys. We are a stage 3 vampire. Moving on here to the vampire Invigorating Drain. You want to take Drain Essence, morph it to Invigorating Drain, the one that gives you ultimate. I was thinking of putting Mistform, say, instead of the Agony Totem. That is definitely a very good option. Mistform instead of Agony Totem, but I do prefer the Totem. I don't know why, I just really like the Totem. Mistform would be very good in that place, though. And you want all the passives in heavy armor and all the passives in light armor. You don't need the bottom 2 in light armor, but you know it's always good to have that. Say if you want to go DPS or full out light armor build, it's good to have that. All the passives, heavy armor is important. And then the ultimate on our damage bar is a good old Glacial Colossus. Sure, you all know what this is. This is going to be awesome in an offensive situation. It stuns for 4 seconds, does a crazy amount of frost damage every 3 seconds, dealing 5.5k each smash. So that's about 15k damage around, or no, like 1650k damage. So it's a lot of damage, and it applies major vulnerability with this totem. Say if your group hits a synergy on the totem and then you hit them with this, that's 38% damage taken increase. That's crazy. Helps your group a lot. Very strong healer build here. Moving in, we could go into the CP here, but this is going to be mostly played in no CP for me. I'm not into CP right now. I'm not max CP. As you can see, I'm 446. But I will show you guys what I would do. So we would want to emphasize on Blessed as many points into Blessed before it starts to DR, diminishing return. So you'll notice you're going up and it is not going up. It is going up like literally like 0 points, like 0.5 or something. It's very, very minuscule. Then you'll want to stop going into Blessed, maybe focused into something else. We don't have much crit. So you would want to maybe focus into some frost damage from your ultimate or some spell pen. Moving on, we have, let's see what else would be good here. Nothing really catches my eye here. Yeah, I would focus mostly into Blessed, honestly. Like Blessed, Elemental Expert. And Staff Expert is what I would probably focus into the blue tree. Moving into the red tree, we are a heavy armor build. We would want as much resistance as possible. I'm going to confirm that right away. I'm in a campaign, so it won't let me do it, but You want to get as much crit resistance as possible in this build. Very good. You want spell shield to take advantage of you being a Brett, and you could have even more spell resistance. You would want to spread them pretty thin here, because you would want like 25 here, 25 here, 40 here. Going in, you would take 0 into here because you want it into the heavy armor. You would put probably 25 or so into the heavy armor. Quick recovery increases healing received. You would put at least 50 into here would be really good. That'd be very good. Bastion. We have a damage shield. You could put a nice amount into here as well to help your damage shield. And you also get access to these while resurrecting the player, damage taken reduced, or while you're resurrecting the player, absorb shield. So you get some pretty cool ultimates, or not ultimates, sorry, procs, skills, things like that. Excuse me, guys. Moving on, we have the green tree. You would want to focus into Warlord. At least 40 or so into Warlord, I think, would be very good. You could throw some into Sprinter. Siphoner. Oh, sorry, guys. What happened there? Siphoner would be a very good choice to help your group with. So you just do a heavy attack and you drain their resources. So I think that'd fit Witchdoctor build very nicely. So I put 45. Put 45 or so into there. That'd be very nice to help with the group draining their stats. Put 70 into Arcanist to get that mag recovery nice and high. You could put some into health. Actually, you wouldn't really want to put some into health recovery because the vampire, you won't get much return out of that. So focus in Arcanist. Focus into like Siphoner, Sprinter, Warlord. Mostly Warlord. Going on to this side, reduces cost of roll dodge by around however many percent you want to throw into there, right? You could play around with that. I think that would be good for PvP as well. Yeah, you could put some to block if you want to, because when we block with our Resto Staff, we are getting mana back from that. So that's just basically a quick little CP, what I would throw into CP if you are max CP, and you do have questions about that. But yeah, guys, this is a very fun build in PvP. It's very good. You do get kills still with this build, so don't think like you're not going to do damage. You do damage. Obviously not as much as a damage build, but hey, you can keep your team alive and you could win games, win matches. That's what you want to do. You want to play to win, right? You want to play to get those keeps. You want to play to win those matches of domination, get the finishing blows, keeping your team alive so no one's getting their kills. Throwing out a Flesh Colossus, getting like a quad kill with that, you know, if you're lucky, you know, you can get some killing blows. So I hope you guys very much like the build. I will show you guys the potions. Essence of Spell Power is what we are running for the potions. Major Sorcery, Major Prophecy, and it gives us mag recovery by 20%. So this is huge, and it gives us mag when we use it. I can make you guys these if you don't know how to make them. Just give me the mats. Pretty sure the mats are like you want to focus spell crit, and then a restore magicka ingredient, and it should give you that. So yeah, let me know what you guys think of the build. This is the Witchdoctor PvP Necromancer healer build. So I hope you guys do enjoy the build. Any questions, leave them down below. Comment, like, subscribe, and until next time, guys, take care.